You're gonna surprise everyone with this amazing 4th of July cake. So stay here, you're in the right place. Stop looking for the perfect dessert. Hello, my name is Laura and I'm gonna teach you how to cook healthy. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel because every week I have a new recipe for you. And today we're gonna make this special cake for the 4th of July and you're gonna love the recipe. Actually, it's a pretty light recipe. So if you are a diabetic or if you're trying to keep on a diet, this is a pretty good option. So let's begin. I have 4 eggs over here and we're gonna separate the whites. So let's get rid of the yellowish and put all the whites together. Let's stir our whites. You're gonna know that your whites are ready once you can put this upside down and they don't fall. Now let's add just a little sugar. We're gonna add little by little, like half a cup of sugar. You can use white sugar or any kind of sugar substitute. Let's set apart our whites and now let's work with the yellow. We're gonna mix them together too. Add the other half cup of sugar. Once that the sugar is in our yellows, now let's add 1 spoon of vanilla extract. I have a teaspoon of baking powder and we're gonna mix it with 1 cup of flour, any flour that you use to make cakes, and just make sure that there is no like flour sticking together. It has to be fluffy and just to add it little by little. To don't make a mess, I'm just gonna add half of it over here and I'm gonna mix it a little like this. To this mix I'm gonna add the juice of 1 orange. Let's mix it together so we can add all the ingredients and have a great orange flavor on this cake. What I'm stirring here is the flour, the baking powder, the orange juice, and also the yellows from the egg. I just had a little help with the fork and I'm gonna do it with this one. Now let's add the whites little by little. And now mix it very carefully because we don't want the whites to go totally away. We want it to become like a fluffy mixture. And we're also gonna add little by little the flour that we have left. Add the rest of the whites as well as the rest of the flour and put all together. I'm gonna spray my base so it doesn't stick. And now let's put the mix in here. My oven is ready at 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius degrees, and let's put it inside and we're gonna wait for about 20 to 30 minutes for this to be ready. I have 1 cup of boiling water over here and I'm gonna add 0.6 ounces of yellow. You can choose the yellow that you prefer. I'm gonna use strawberry yellow so it can be color red because we're gonna make kind of a American flag for this 4th of July. So I'm adding 0.6 ounces or that's about 17 grams of Jello. Let's stir together and make sure that there is no like pieces of Jello over there. We want to dissolve it very well. If you have a Jello base, use it. It's much better if you have a plastic one. That'll be easier than the one that you have to take off the Jello. I don't have one, so I'm gonna use this metal one. So I'm gonna spray it so we can get off the Jello easily. I'm gonna leave it here. And my Jello is perfectly like all dissolved. And I'm just gonna add 1 cup of water with ice. That's gonna help you to have it ready faster. And I'm gonna dissolve the ice. Don't put all your Jello, just save a little because we're gonna put some strawberries on top. And we're gonna need a little Jello to hold the strawberries. There we go. Now let's put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. I have some fresh strawberries over here and we're gonna get rid of the tail. Cut the strawberries in half because we're gonna put this in our Jello. After 15 minutes, my Jello is solid and firm. And now we're gonna add the strawberries on top. Remember, this part goes upside down. And just make any design that you want with the strawberries. Once you have the design that you want, we're gonna add what we have left of the Jello. And let's put back this in the freezer for a little while while we work on the cake. Let's keep on with our recipe. I have 1.5 cups of hot water over here. And I also have a package of gelatin or Jello. It's a 3 ounces package. And I have a blueberry to make it blue. So I'm gonna put it in here and let's just dissolve the gelatin very well. Let our Jello cool down, and in the meantime we're gonna take our cake. My cake took about 25 minutes to get ready, and we needed to be smaller than the base that we are using for the Jello and all the mix. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut just the ends of the cake so we can have more space for the mousse. And I'm doing the same over here, just a little. Your kids are gonna love to have an advance of this cake with these little pieces. And remember that all the ingredients, you can print them at my webpage. The link is in the box description. And now we're gonna cut in half over here our cake. Okay. I'm gonna add a package of no flavored gelatin, or you call it gelatin unflavored, or Jello with no flavor. We call it gelatina sin sabor. And I'm gonna stir it well, and I'm just gonna leave it here to soak on the water for about 5 minutes. Over here is a can of low-fat evaporated milk, and I put it in the freezer. So as freeze as you can have it, that'd be better. Mine is like pretty cold, but it's not frozen. If you can have it frozen, that'd be better. And now I'm adding my Jello. Just a little of the Jello, as well as the gelatin. We're gonna use half of it. Perfect, and now we're gonna mix it well. I'm gonna add the rest of the Jello, as well as the unflavored gelatin. And also I'm just gonna use some blue colorant for food, so we can have like a strong blue for our flag. Because this one with the milk, it turns kind of green. So just like a little bit. There we go. We want a strong blue. I'm gonna add the mousse on top of the strawberry Jello that we had. There we go. Just a layer of mousse. And I'm gonna add some blueberries. On top of that, I'm gonna add 1 piece of our cake. And look at this. Like you can see, there is a space between the cake and the base, so we can have mousse all over this. Let's add our mousse, and if your base gives you space, you can leave this cool down in the fridge for a little while, and then you can add the other part of the cake. I cannot do it because I don't have enough space. I'm just gonna add some of the blueberries that I have left, and I'm gonna put this in my refrigerator for about 4 hours. Leave your Jello in the refrigerator for about, it can be like 6 hours. I just left it overnight, and this is ready, and it looks amazing. Like you can see strawberries and the blueberries and the colors, but this is not everything you're gonna see. We're gonna cut it, and we're gonna see the cake in the middle. So we have the cake in the middle, and it just took an amazing orange flavor because I didn't use it all, and we just had it for dinner. What it was left, we just had it for dinner, my husband and I. And it was amazing. So there are some blueberries coming out. And now let's see how it looks. Delicious! You have mousse, Jello, and cake in the same dessert. So I hope you enjoy it. Please send me your pictures at Facebook at Eat Healthy with Laura, and I will love to know how you did with this cake. Please leave your comments, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I see you here with more healthy recipes with Laura.